Introductions of origami. Origami is an art of folding objects out of paper to create both two-dimensional and three-dimensional subjects. The word origami is actually from Japanese word oru that was meant to fold, and kami means paper, has become the generic descriptions of this art form. Making models from paper can require very few resources and take more minutes to execute. Complex designs, on the other hand, can take hours to complete. Some folders prefer almost cartoon-like renderings of the subject, utilizing simple folding sequences, while others strive for highly accurate representation, requiring advanced techniques. The use of diagramming signs, symbols, and arrows allows for the folding sequences to be accurately described and thereby duplicate, meaning this art form can be learned independent of language. Folders generally do not compete with each other except in terms of achieving new height of creativity. Creative competitions involve varying degrees of competitiveness. Origami fans usually share their work freely, although the time involved in creating diagrams for each creation means that folder can easily amass large backlogs of undiagrammed work. In light of the commercial use of origami, copyright law has been exercised to protect the rights of creators. There's a lot of origami types. First, realistic, minimal, modular, composite, particle, pure length, tessellations, wet, foldings, and crumple.
Okay, next, history of origami. Origami is an art of paper folding that is believed to have started since paper was introduced in the 1st century in China in 105 AD by a famous Chinese named Sai Lun. Paper made from plant debris and rocks make paper more easily abundantly produced. Early examples of origami originating from China are Chinese barges and boxes. In the 6th century, the method of making paper was then brought to Spain by the Arabs and also to Japan by 610 AD by a Buddhist monk named Dokyu, who was also Queen Shotoku's personal physician. Since then, origami has become famous among Japanese people from generation to generation until today, especially with the production of local Japanese paper called washi. Next.
Assalamualaikum and good evening everyone. My name is Syafiqah Syahidah binti Yusri. My matric number is D202211016999. So today I will make a video about pros and cons in making origami. Firstly, making origami has the benefit of being appropriate for people of all age, including young ones. However, not all types of paper can be used for this craft. Next, making origami is a great way to enhance motor abilities. Although some of the design call for pricey paper. Last but not least, making origami can help someone develop a great deal of patience. But if the instructions are not followed correctly, the step of making origami, there are a lot of paperwork during a creation process. So that's all from me. Thank you.
Okay, next we will move to application in life about origami. First, origami is used in art therapy to reduce stress, anxiety, and improve fine motor skill. Second, it's a hand-off way to teach geometry, symmetry, and following instruction, making it a great education tool. Third, origami principle inspire design for space telescope, eye bag, solar panel, and medical device due to their variable space efficient nature. And finally, fourth, it's a fun hobby, and the art of paper folding is often used for decorative, creating gifts, or simply as an enjoyable pastime.
I will share a few tips for origami. Before beginning your origami adventure, there are a few things to keep in mind. Using these tips will help you have a more enjoyable experience with origami and keep frustration at bay. Tip number 1. Choose suitable paper and card to require form and size. Number 2. For paper, cleaning and carefully, especially at the small points of corner. 3. Work on a hard surface so that all faults and crease can be executed with precision. 4. Precision in fault and crease is achieved by moving your thumbnail sharply along all faults and crease. This makes later step much easier. 5. The greater the exactness of a fold, the more beautiful the finished work. 6. Follow each step carefully and in the correct order given. 7. Do not skip steps. This is very important and crucial to eliminating frustration later on. 8. Pay attention to all instructions such as direction of float, how to form its float together, if it is a float or a crease, and so on. 9. If origami is new to you, get experience by practicing the basic form. These are the building blocks of all origami, and learning them will help you greatly in future folding. 10. And last tips for origami is have fun. Origami should be relaxed and fun. If you find yourself getting frustrated, return to these tips and make sure you are following all instructions and your float are clean.
So today we're gonna make origami heart. Here's the tutorial. Step 1. Start with a square piece of origami paper with white side up. Step 2. Fold the paper in half by folding the top corner to the bottom corner and then unfold. For step 3, just like step 2, we fold the left corner to the right corner and then we unfold. For step 4, we fold the top corner to the center of the paper. And next, for the step 5, we fold the bottom corner to the top edge. Next, for the step 6, we need to fold the bottom left and right edges to the center crease of the paper. For the last step, we need to fold the top and the side corners back and it will turn out like a heart. That's all on how to make an origami heart.
How to make origami dress. First of all, we need a plain square paper. Next, we need to fold in half and unfold. Next, for the step 3, Fold the bottom and upper edges to the center line. Step 4. Unfold and bring both sides into center line. Step 5. We're gonna fold it in half. Now, make 1 centimeter between both sides. Step 6. Open the bottom part and form a skirt. Now, step 7. Fold each upper corner down. Unfold and pull it down. Step 8. Take fold and making the collar of the dress. Step 9. Making the arm of the dress. For the last step, assembling the sleeve. Now, origami dress is done. Bye-bye.
Okay, first of all, prepare a sheet of A4 paper. Okay, now let's continue with the first step, which is to make the first fold. A4 paper should be folded horizontally. Next, split it into two parts, like this. Then, to obtain the middle lines, fold it in half again. Then open the fold. Okay, we are now in the second phase, which is to form a triangle. The paper should be folded into a triangle by taking the right and left corners and folding them to the center line. Next step is bringing the bottom of the paper, fold it against both sides, like this. Okay, to get an ideal triangle, take the bottom corners, this one, and fold them in, like this. Complete for both sides. After that, make the triangle into the square. Raise the paper and flip it over to the other side. The triangle bottom can be opened using your fingers, like this, and pull the paper slowly until you have a square. This is square. Then, fold up the bottom flaps, take the corner below and fold it in the line with the top corner. Do it for both sides. Construct the triangle into the square again, just like before. Pick up the paper like this and use your fingers to pull the paper until it becomes a square shape. Lastly, pull out the triangle on the side, this one, on the side of the square. Okay, pull slowly. And this is the result of our origami book. Okay, so this is our origami board. So let's see if our origami board can float on the water or not. And yeah, origami board can float on the water. Good luck for you guys to try make it at the home. So that's all from me. Thank you.
To make an origami butterfly, start with a square piece of paper. First, fold the paper in half diagonally to form a triangle. Next, fold the triangle in half again. Bring the outer corner together. Next, unfold the paper and you should have a crease forming an edge on it.
Next, bring two opposite corners of the square together, folding the paper in half along the other diagonal. Now, fold the two corners down, creating a smaller triangle at the top. Cut a little at the end of the origami. Next, fold the two bottom corners up, aligning them with the top angle of the triangle. Next, fold the model in half horizontally with the wings on the outside. Open up the wings and you have an origami butterfly. Remember, there's a basic step and you may need to adjust for symmetry. Practice makes perfect.
Step 1. With a square sheet of paper, fold it in half horizontally and then unfold. Step 2. Fold the paper in half vertically. Step 3. Fold the paper in half vertically again and then unfold it. You use this crease as a guide in later step. Step 4. Fold the paper down and crease this fold well and then unfold it. Do both of sides. Step 5. Fold the paper down and crease this fold well and then unfold it. Step 6. Fold the paper down, allow the existing crease just like you making a water bomb base and push everything down flat. Step 7. Fold the bottom part of the paper up. Step 8. Fold the left side of the paper towards the center. Do not fold the top triangle. The paper will tuck in behind it. You do both of sides. Step 8. Fold the bottom part of the paper up. Step 9. Fold the paper down and crease this fold well and then upfold it. You do both of sides. Step 10. Pull the two flaps of paper on the inside of either side out just like you making a boat base. Step 11. Fold the two flaps of paper on each side down. Step 12. Fold the top, right and left part of the paper up. This is step 30. Fold the bottom right and left part of the paper up. Step 40. Fold the entire model up. Step 50. Fold the top part of the model down. And you turn the whole model over and you can see the result. Finished. You can play with your family or your friend.